Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon for all those who are here in India and abroad, wherever you're watching us. So, welcome to the Power of Storytelling with Spectrum the Awareness Project. And as you all know, we have been doing a series of storytelling using our ABCD cards of inclusion. So, today we have P for peace, P for Padmapriya, the storyteller, who is going to narrate the story using the ABCD cards of inclusion. So Padmapriya is a proud member of Spectrum the Awareness Project. Other than that, she's also the founder of Story Basket, and so happy to see the way she's carrying forward her storytelling sessions, trainings, and so many things to add on. She's a writer. So the pen name, it's Kamli, right, Padmapriya? Yes. So she is a writer, an all-rounder, so many feathers added to her. So today, Padmapriya, so you're going to narrate the story using the ABCD cards of inclusion. So I'll hand over to Padmapriya to continue her session today. So
Thank you, Neena. Thank you, Neena, for this warm welcome and introduction. Thank you, Spectrum, the Awareness Project, for this opportunity. Hello, everybody. As you all know that storytellers here have been weaving stories around ABCD cards of inclusion. And in that order, today we have letter P for perseverance. And I have a wonderful story for you all about perseverance, a story that talks about a beautiful bond between a mother and a daughter and how they both proved that perseverance is definitely a stepping stone to success. And before that, I would just read the inclusion tip in this card. Perseverance is the continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties or failure. At Spectrum, the Awareness Project, we are determined and confident that together we will create an inclusive community which stands by each other. Together we can. Come, let's get into the story. The journey of mother and daughter. How beautifully they have walked along the obstacles and how artistically they have crafted their moments of life is what we are going to see today. Archana was the eldest of all the siblings. Their family lived in Mumbai. Archana had much responsibility and affection towards her family members, but she was a neglected child. Her parents and siblings did not shower their love and affection towards her. When she attained the age of wedding, she accepted whatever proposals came her way just to get out of the house. After marriage, she thought that her life would be happy, but she had to face a lot of troubles in her beautiful angel. Their bundle of joy arrived, and the couple named the child as Rashmi. As a child, Rashmi was naughty, she was doing all her things, but still, Rashmi would sleep all day long and be awake at night. But when once Rashmi was sleeping in the morning, the room door banged against the cot with an extremely loud sound. Archana came running to lift Rashmi and convince her from crying. But you know what? Rashmi was sleeping. She was in a sound sleep. She did not even move an inch in response to the extremely loud sound. Then a ray of doubt struck Archana. Now Archana started introducing Rashmi to various sounds. She sang songs and did whatever she could do. And Archana's doubt was only highly mounting. Yes, Archana took Rashmi for a hearing test, and Rashmi was detected with hearing impairment at the age of 2. And Rashmi was put in hearing aids. Speech therapy was also given, and her hearing loss was so profound that even with the help of aids, she could hear only a few decibel sounds. When Rashmi was 3.6 years old, she went to a special school There, Archana was wise enough to make her daughter learn lip reading instead of sign language. Rashmi used to travel 2 hours up and 2 hours down between home and school. She used to lip read her mom, who taught her in train. At school, Rashmi picked up lip reading so quickly that her vocabulary and understanding has improved much. When Rashmi was about 5.5 years old, she was admitted in a normal school in her own area, Panvel, at Mumbai. As Rashmi can only lip read, her mom asked the teacher to make her sit in the first row of the classroom. But by many parents, and they started troubling Rashmi. These parents formed a group and they informed principal about Rashmi, and they also mentioned that Rashmi is mad and she was spoiling all the other children, so she must be sent out. Luckily, Rashmi's principal supported her, and you know what her principal said? Those who don't want to be with Rashmi, you can leave the school, but Rashmi will continue in the school. See how inclusive was she. When Rashmi finished her primary education, she again had troubles getting enrolled in her secondary education because she had to switch from Marathi medium to English medium. Though Rashmi knew English before, her principal in the new school was so doubtful about how she would pick up. And after that, after the first examination, Rashmi proved all the doubts wrong by securing full marks in English. And you know, in the secondary school also, Rashmi faced so many difficulties like she faced in the primary school. Some of her friends had written some bad things, some bad words, and she asked Rashmi to show it to her mom. They thought she would not know what is written there. But Archana had already trained her daughter Rashmi to ignore all these bullying and comments because their goal and her goal was to just come up and succeed in life despite of all the difficulties that come along. And you know, in between, Rashmi suffered from severe migraine attacks right from the age of 5. And she would have episodes of migraine lasting for a day or two. She would throw up many times, leading to hospital visit and admission also most of the times. When she was in class 8, once she fainted and Rashmi lost her consciousness. And everybody was so scared, like what would happen to her. And luckily, by God's grace, she fought back and she regained consciousness only after 2 days. And now coming to the best part of achievement of Rashmi. Rashmi started dancing first, than walking. That's what her mom Archana would proudly say. Yes, Rashmi's father used to tap the floor using chair and other furniture, and Rashmi would respond to those vibrations. She would catch up and she would start making her little tiny Bharatanatyam steps. And that's when Archana thought that she would enroll her daughter in Bharatanatyam classes when Rashmi was 6 years old. But she got rejected not once, not twice, but thrice. And after which, there was an inclusive dance school, a dance teacher who taught Rashmi the
Uh, I think there is a network issue. Okay, we'll just wait. In the meantime, I'll read out the comments that has been flowing thoroughly. Archana Tai is loving the narration. You're back? Okay. It's okay. Technical glitches happen. So you can continue.
Yeah, Rashmi did her Aranketram at the age of 11 years. And there on the stage, when Rashmi was performing her Tilana, something pricked her foot and it was so painful, but she did not bother because all she had was that perseverance, and she continued to dance and dance. And after she finished, she saw that there was a piece of glass bangle that had stuck her foot, and with all that pain, Rashmi danced continuously and she completed her Arangetram. And now Rashmi was at the age of teen and she wanted to join a college. And there also, unfortunately, she had so many problems in completing and finishing her graduation. And she had double typhoid, migraine, and quite frequent fainting. and because of which she could not continue her graduation and she had to discontinue. But God had some other plan for Rashmi. She was interested in arts, so she learned cakes, chocolates, and she also made quilling jewelry. And in 2015, she just ventured her own banner, Rashmi's Art. Rashmi's Art was born in the year 2015. And apart from being a beautiful dancer, Rashmi is a certified yoga teacher. She did a course on Nritya Yoga Sutra, which is a yogic form where yoga is done using Bharatanatyam and Odissi steps. And you know what? Rashmi
Again, there is an issue with there are some internet issues. So, but it was great going. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, Rashmi has been adorning so many hats, like being a dancer, being a yoga teacher, a jewelry maker, and then a makeup artist, and what not in her hat. But you know what? Last year, Rashmi had severe migraine with viral infection that she had to be admitted in the hospital. And you know what? The little that she could hear, she lost all her hearing, and nothing could be done, doctors said. She did not give up. Her mom did not give up. They took her for a cochlear implant, and that was done successfully. And Rashmi had a cochlear implant, after which she was quarantined for about a week, where Rashmi had to manage all by herself. And after 1 week, slowly, Rashmi regained all her conscious and her hearing. And again, she got confused with a lot of sounds and a lot of lip reading. Nothing was in sync. But slowly, her mom Archana introduced her to various kinds of sounds and kind of lip reading and speech therapy. And finally, now Rashmi could even hear the finest screech of a pencil. And on this International Dance Day, we are very proud to say that very recently, Rashmi Patil performed in the esteemed presence of our Honorable President of India, Draupadi Murmu, in Purple Fest 2025 at Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi. Her mom, Archana, did lip reading, just clasping her hands with her eyes wet. The entire life of Rashmi Patil and her struggles just ran through her mind. Her daughter, who was once labeled as mad, the one who had faced rejections at every step, the one who had suffered physically, the one who pushed herself with perseverance, is now performing in the highest stage ever. Is it not? Perseverance is definitely a stepping stone to success. So now let's watch a beautiful video of Rashmi Patil and her journey. Thank you all.
It was wonderful. I think International Dance Day being celebrated, P for perseverance, the story, it was complementing to all the aspects that is happening today. And I'm so happy and so proud of the way Rashmi has come along with the support that she has got from both her parents, Archana ji and her father. And a big salute to the father who are, was one of the reason why she started the taking steps
Dancing.
towards dancing, right? Mother was already there for her, fighting against, training her daughter to stand against anything coming her way strongly. And that is one thing that has kept her going forward. And then to add on the contribution that as a father, what he did for her daughter to grow up. There are so many comments flowing up, so I'll just quickly read.
I'm honored and privileged to actually narrate the story of Rashmi Patil, uh, who is in this spectrum, and
You wanted,
so blessed. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
yes, of course, because see, not everyone is comfortable telling their stories, uh, either directly or indirectly, and it's truly an honor that, yeah. So why not invite both of them who are with us today, so that,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
of course.
yes,
Namaste.
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 We are so happy and proud to have both of you here. The way Rashmi, or the way you have come up, Archana ji, the way you have brought her up, molded her to be strong against all, all odd circumstances. So, what do you have to say? And thank you so much for letting, Padmapriya carry forward your story for all. You're so truly inspiring and motivating.
So it's like we feel honored to at least I feel that if even one parent is inspired by our story, that is our achievement, and we feel honored to be part of the Spectrum family. And talking about perseverance, I always thank my children who have given me that strength of keep going. Because as a parent we keep on working for our children, but the children have to support in the same way, and
Correct.
whatever we did they supported, and the journey has continued.
Yes, yes, that's so true. And I am just going through the comments that is there in the session, Rashmi. There are so many comments for you, and even Archana ji for you. See, beautifully narrated. You can see they're so happy. I'm sure Archana Tai must be super happy and proud to hear the story today, which demonstrates perseverance and resilience. Kudos. This is what Rashmi says. And we are super happy and fortunate to have known both of you. Yes, that's so true, Rashmi. And also, Sushma says, Archana Patel, Rashmi Patel, you inspire us to dream bigger and work harder. And yes, perfect example of never give up. And Rashmi, we are so proud of you. That's what Spectrum says. I'm just going through Juhi Purohit, Archana Tai, kudos to you. And there are many more coming up here. And also Rashmi says you're multi-talented and lighthouse for many parents. So,
Thank
and
you.
congratulations to Padmapriya for taking up the story. App, I think that the app story for the app day and app alphabet. So it's never a die attitude of mom and dad that helps the child. It's an amazing team effort. Yes, you both are an example of team effort as well. And your Rashmi, your never give up attitude and focus on the goal. That is what has sailed you through. That is what Rashmi says. I am just, yeah, Padmapriya, do you have anything to ask both of them? It's to you.
Actually, I just want to wish Rashmi uh, so much that she can soar even more high. And I wish them to find a place in
Thank
the Guinness World Book of Records.
Thank
Wow.
you,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Let's hope,
Let's
let's
talk.
keep our fingers crossed.
Yes, yes, it is definitely. There is one more thing that I want to say. Nalini ji says, Archana and her each family were worth inspiration. And Juhi says, Rashmi, love your dance. And congratulations to Padmapriya as well for taking up the story. So, yeah, what's your message, Archana ji, to the parents or our audience who are watching?
See, for what I always say is today is better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be more better. I, as a parent, I too feel low sometimes, but I dust myself and keep walking towards my goal. That
Wonderful.
keeps me rolling.
That's good. Dust what is there and then move forward thinking about what has to come next, right? So thoughtful of you. And thank you so much once again for, letting
You.
Padmapriya use this story, a life story that will definitely go down well with all those who are listening to this. A must watch session today. And thank you once again, Padmapriya, for taking up such an app story for an app day. So celebrating perseverance as well as International Dance Day. And Rashmi, thank you for being so consistent and taking up the cause. Thank you so much for joining. So,
Thank you.
so
Thank
next,
thank you.
yeah, thank you. So next, what we are coming up with yet another interesting story with another letter from the cards of ABCD of inclusion. So until next Tuesday, stay tuned and do watch. If you were not able to watch this live, this is still there. You can watch us later also. Thank you so much for joining.